Hello everyone, and welcome to this wildlife documentary where today we observe Kai Kiske. This is Kai, and this is his prey. That's right, Kai is a predator. Wrong predator. Now, how does a predator tower Kai catch his prey? To answer that, let's go into his... Kai is equipped with fantastic normals, which he uses in tandem with his specials, which we'll get into later. To dominate the neutral, Fast Slash is a good poking normal with decent startup. Without much... I sound like Bear Grylls. Today I'm drinking my own piss because my wife left me. Fast Slash is a good poking normal with decent startup, though without much reward. Close Slash is much more useful, bringing airborne opponents to the ground as well as being a great combo starter. His 2 Slash is a good ground poke and can lead to okay returns. Heavy Slash is a good anti-air, having 2 hits and leading into good combos on counter hit. Now, for the holy grail of Kai normals, the 6 Heavy Slash. For context as to why 6H is God's best work in right hand, let me explain what it does. On hit, this move will send the opponent flying and cause a wall bounce if they hit the wall. This increases Kai's potential to convert when he otherwise wouldn't be able to, and leads into some of his most damaging combo routes when combined with Dire Eclat. Speaking of Dire Eclat, let's get into the special section. Stun Edge is one of Kai's best specials in terms of controlling the neutral. The projectile Kai fires is admittedly weak on its own without the use of a Roman cancel. However, that comes after giving the little fireball that could a bit more of an edge. I'm not redoing that. On hit or block, certain specials such as Stun Edge will apply Shock State to the opponent. To quickly sum up Shock State, it gives an increase to Kai's damage, blocks stun, and grants better hit effects, making everything Kai wants to do just that much better. Most Kai players will play as though they always have Shock State and exude the most fuck it weeball energy and impose their will on you the entire match, channeling their inner gorilla as they never evolved from. Stun Edge's big brother, Charge Stun Edge, also gives a tremendous boost to Kai's neutral, as well as pressure. It hits 3 times and locks down the opponent, allowing for Kai to go for a mix-up situation. In addition to this, it also serves an important role for Kai, giving him access to a burst-safe combo, granted he spends a bar. However, there's one less thing this move does. I warmly call it the illusion of choice. You fire off a heavy stun edge, and the opponent, provided this is tower, will 9 times out of 10 attempt to air dash over it. This is where the illusion of choice comes into play. They think they made the decision to air dash, when in actuality the parasite known as Kai has already dug its way into the roots of your brain, and now you're barreling in Mach speeds towards his 2H for an air grab. And just like that, you've lost. Vapor Thrust is Kai's DP, and it's pretty standard, all things considered, having both a light and heavy version. Footer Arc is a flip kick which Kai can use to extend his combos or close the gap, though the last one isn't recommended, unless you can call out the opponent, in which case the returns are as huge as the tumor that rests upon his brain, which he wears like a crown as he stares at his glue kingdom. Dire Eclat is a damaging slash, which causes the opponent to slide when hit. I mention this particularly because Kai's recent buffs have allowed him to actually pick up combos after using Dire Eclat, and convert particularly well. Stun Dipper is interesting, as it is a 2-hit slide that can be blocked low. The move being a low rarely comes into play, but it's a decent combo ender if you can't corner the opponent. It's also interesting to note that the move can low profile a lot of other things in the game. The move is rather versatile, however, as, like anything else, it can be Roman cancelled. You can Roman cancel away to bait an attack, unblock to go for a mix-up or to merely get in. My favorite, however, is to use it immediately after a screen transition. Roman cancel and go for the air grab. It works every time. However, there's one last thing about Stun Dipper. It has 5 frames of startup. Kai's light DP, for comparison, has slightly less than that at 4. As controversial as this may be to say, I think Stun Dipper can serve as a better reversal option in certain situations compared to his actual DP, since it's a double hitting fast low that can be Roman cancelled on hit or with. Between stuffing out high attacks, closing gaps, ending combos, starting them, and all, this move can just about file your taxes. Wife leaving you? Stun Dipper. Boss on your acid work? You walk right up to him, and you Stun Dipper. They tell you, sir, the glue here isn't for consumption. Use Stun Dipper. When God created the universe, he let there be a Stun Dipper, and when Kai used the move for the first time in his Neanderthal cave, the neurons in his mind lit up so brightly, it created a light in the universe and still shines to this day. Real quick, let's go over the supers. Ride the Lightning is what you'll hear the smelly floor 6 Kai player yell in the back of your locals before starting the habitual losers bracket run. Despite how it may sound, Ride the Lightning isn't just an innuendo. It's Kai's main damaging super and is invincible on startup as well as being able to execute in the air. The most cheapest of Kai's will hit confirm from this with a raw heavy slash to gain positive bonus and go on a steamroll for the rest of the match. Sacred Edge is a super version of Stun Edge and will beat out most other projectiles and deal okay damage. Dragon and Soul is Kai's reward for losing. Only being able to be used at low health, Kai sheds his humanity and does his best Sans from Undertale impression. Kai gains augmented specials with new properties and overall speed boost as well as damage boost. Although most lethal about this state is that his fabled Thunder Seal sword could become what I passionately dub the AIDS Blade. I say this because getting hit by this, no, even blocking this, will have you eat massive chip damage as he loops his block strings on you over and over. If you faultless defense, he'll chip away at your meter. If you don't, he chips away at your health. And if you go on the offensive and get hit by a combo starter, you've lost. Despite everything I've said, however, Kai is a jack of all trades and a master of none, who has to apply his tools in the most effective way against all of the cast. He can't really skip out the neutral or has anything outrageous, and most times if Kai wins, he most likely did play well. Kai, in short, is the epitome of it ain't much, but it's honest work. I am a Kai main, however, so Kai gets a max glue rating.
Option select.
This sword is heavier than it appears.